Hi, welcome to today's video. We're going to do something a little different than my usual tutorials or sew-alongs. Today I'm going to be sharing more about my Make 9 plans for 2024. Now, if you haven't heard of Make 9 before, it's basically just a loose guideline for making plans for the sewing year. It was started by Rochelle of Home Row Handcraft, and you just choose 9 things that you think you'd like to make and try to make them. So very easy, low stakes. There aren't a ton of rules. Just very relaxed, chill situation. So that's why I thought that I would try it. Now, I've never done a Make 9 before, but I've had a less than stellar few years for sewing productivity. Outside of work, at least. I have been sewing for work, but I don't have a lot of things that I've made recently for myself. Now, this unfortunately does not mean that I stopped buying fabric over the last few years. So my goal for my Make 9 is to pull fabrics from my stash and use those. Okay, so the first garment I'm gonna make, or the first on my list, just this is in no particular order, is a Grainline Myra dress. Now, we released this pattern last summer, and I did not get a chance to make the one that I've been wanting to make since we started working on this pattern. So I'm going to be making that one in this fabric that I've been hoarding from Blackbird Fabrics. It's a rayon, and it has these cute little flowers on it, and I'm really excited for that one. The next thing I want to make, we talked about in a recent Instagram story, reel. It's a reel. And it is a Corin top, but lengthened into a dress. So I have the Corin top in a double gauze with the elastic just at the front, and I want to make that but lengthened into a dress, and I'd like to put a pleat at the back. So just going through my stash, I have not fully decided, but I have 3 options. One is this really cute striped, really thin cotton shirting that I've had forever. Just a regular chambray. This is Robert Kaufman. And then here's my wild card. This is a rayon from Workroom Social, designed by Kelly of True Bias. And I have been saving this for a long time, and I feel like this is maybe going to be the second one I make once I make sure that the first one works. I have some really cute linen, but I just want to make sure, you know, when you have like a boxy top or boxy dress, you can use the wrong fabric, it kind of looks like a hospital gown. So I just really want to avoid that. And the elastic will really help because I've never had like a shaped hospital gown before, but you know, we'll see. Now, I've had this pattern for a while, and I have not sewn it because, as we established earlier in the video, I never sew for myself anymore. But this is the Paper Theory Block Tee. This came out a while ago before the Zadie and the Olya shirt. So I have this beautiful fabric that Allison of Laura Allison Party bought for me in India. I've been saving it for the perfect thing, which I was pretty sure was going to be that, and I cannot wait to make it. This fabric is so soft, and I also just really love the color. When I was in high school, I used to wear orange and green a lot, and my sister nicknamed me Peas and Carrots, so just, you know, bringing that back. A few years ago, I made a Papercut Pinnacle top, and I don't know what was wrong with me that day, but I didn't finish any of the seam allowances, and you will be really surprised to learn that it fell apart. Who could have seen that coming? I don't know. So I really want to remake that because it's a really fun top. It has a deep V, which I love. And I have this is that linen rayon fabric that everyone has. And I made it out of this in a different color, like a burnt red, burnt orange before. So we're gonna recreate that. But this time, I'm gonna finish the seams. I don't know what I was thinking. Now, I really need to get some nice crisp white shirts into my wardrobe. I used to have a ton of these, then I got puppies, and now I own 0. So I have 2 white linens, a white linen and an off-white linen. So the first white linen here, I want to turn into the Augusta shirt. I think it would look really crisp with that off-center collar that it has. I've had this in mind since we were developing it in, 2019? So this is the year I'm going to sew it in this beautiful white. It's a little bit thicker than handkerchief, but it's quite thin. So that'll be really pretty. So now my next fabric is the off-white linen. This is a little thicker than the other white linen I just showed you. So this I really want to turn into the Papercut Olya shirt. There's also a dress version. I'm going to do the shirt. I'm really excited to make that one. A lot of people made it. And as the creator of the Archer, which is like a very popular button-up, I'm really excited to sew another person's button-up. It's got great like inseam yoke pockets. And all my friends who've made it, it's just super cute. So I'm really excited for that. Okay, so now we're going to take it way back. This fabric I'm about to show you, I purchased in New York at Mood Fabrics. Before John and I were married, we were there together, so it must have been 2015. Here we go. This is a rag and bone coated cotton. I bought it to make a trench coat that I had yet to design or create. Eventually, that idea became the Cortland, and now I need to actually make it a reality. Yes, it's a little embarrassing to sit here and say I bought this in 2015 and I have not sewn with it yet. So this will be next in my queue so that I will have it for spring and I can avoid April showers. All right, next up is this beautiful kind of crinkly striped linen. I believe I bought this in Seattle at Dry Goods when they were still open, so pre-pandemic. And I will be making the Austin dress with this. A lot of people have been asking for a tutorial on making it without the front slit opening and also without the buttons. So I'm going to flip the little keyhole to the back and do it without buttons down the side. And I'm going to do it in this, and then I'm going to wear it all summer long. And finally, my last of the Make 9, also in no particular order, are the aisle jeans from Chalk and Notch. Gabrielle is super awesome. She makes great patterns, and I'm really excited to try out her jeans pattern. I really have been trying to get into the wide leg pant trend. I can't do elastic waist because I'm a square, so they either end up at my ribs or just falling off because there's like no real waist here. So I'm excited for something with a waistband, and I really want to try the flare version because I loved them back in high school when I was wearing them all the time. And probably college too. I'm trying to remember what we wore in college. Yeah, probably like boot cut. Anyway, I'm psyched. So for the aisle, I'm going to use some of my Cone Mills denim that I've had for way too long. I'm not even going to try to figure out how long. Not as bad as 2015, thank God, but really not much better. So this is like a dark wash blue. I also have this in black, and I also have it in white, which is like a little out of character for me, but you know, I'm going to make something out of them. So I'm really excited to try out these pants. All right, so that is it for my Make 9 plans. I hope you enjoyed this little something different video. Maybe I'll do more of them on other random topics. And let me know if you are participating in Make 9, or if you have in the past and you have any thoughts on how it went, if you would do something different, if it was too restrictive for you. I'm really interested to see how this goes. Oftentimes, if I have a hard plan, I have a hard time sticking to it, if it's not like work related. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah, all right, bye-bye.